So, they said I was gonna feel something heavy, and I was wondering when it was gonna happen. And then all of a sudden, I couldn't breathe. Um, it really felt like something was sitting up on my chest, and I was gasping for air. And I was like, I can't breathe, can't breathe. And Anthony was like, they said you was gonna feel something like it was gonna be on your chest, and he said that at that point, they had my stomach turned inside out. But he started recording, and he was like, she's, she just stopped talking. It's like, are you recording? Are you recording? Is it a girl? It's like, she's coming. She's coming. They kept saying she's coming, or the baby's coming, or something. When she came out, I kept screaming, is it a girl? Is she small? Is it a girl? Is she tiny? Is it a girl? It's like, it's a girl. And I'm like, I want to see her. And it's like, which they had to rush her to the back. And then life started. Like, all I could think about is she okay? I'm scared to see her. I'm scared to see what she looks like. I'm scared if she's not breathing. I was like, I don't hear her crying. I don't hear her crying. Is she crying? And then it's like, you don't hear her screaming? I was like, no. It's like, she's a big ball of fire back there. She's crying. And I was like, yay, Addie. I was really scared to see my own daughter. Because, you look on YouTube, you see some really scary stuff. And you're thinking, all I could think about was just something so tiny that's not formed really well, not developed really well. And I know they kept saying your baby can survive, like the risks. She's gonna hold mommy's hand. After 27 weeks, your baby, the success rate goes up. When your baby is born after 27 weeks, and I was I was really scared. And then they brought her in a ventilator or isolate or whatever you call it. I don't know what to call it. She had a mask over her face, so I couldn't see her. She was so tiny, and I told Anthony, I said, go follow them. Make sure it's just the right baby. Make sure we have the right baby. And they was like, he can't go because she's breathing on her own, but she needs a little help because she's breathing too fast. And if she stopped breathing, then she got this oxygen to help her breathe. So, couldn't feel my legs, couldn't feel my toes, couldn't feel anything from the bottom down, from my butt down. And they put me on another bed, and they sent me to recovery. I was off and on, like, for hours. I was off and on. They kept giving me medicine for itching. Every so many hours, I was getting medicine for itching, and then it would cause me to itch. But they insisted on me having to have it. And but Anthony, he did step up his game. He scratched my back. He rubbed my back. Although I couldn't feel my legs. I think he rubbed my legs too. I don't remember that much, but I do remember waking up. I was texting people saying that she was here, and Allison, you stood up all day. Mommy, you should have made that move, Mommy. I'm sorry. She busted out of her thing. Get out of here. Get out of here. What else? We couldn't really get any phone reception at the bottom, where we were, but I kept going in and out. And then they finally brought me pictures of her, and I still couldn't see her because she had the mask over her face. But on picture, Addison looked like a huge full-term baby. But when I saw her, I almost bust into tears. Like, couldn't believe she was so dang on tiny. Like, she was really tiny. It's like realization came, like reality set in. Like, if I had carried her full time, she would have been a really tiny, deformed baby or something. Like, her legs, her toes, her feet were clubbed a little bit. They were turned inward, and they said it was because her fluid level was low, and she had no way of moving around. I guess the water, whatever the fluid, helps them to move around good. But then after that, they kept saying, "No, club feet are somewhere in your family or something." And nobody in my family has club feet that I know of. Um, going back to after leaving the recovery room, they took me down to see her, and um, I wanted to hold her. I couldn't hold her. I wanted to touch her, and they let me touch her. I couldn't see her. I couldn't see her. I have all this on video. I couldn't see her face, and still really couldn't tell, you know, what she looked like. So I was able to. She gripped my finger. We went back to my room, and I felt like a rag doll because I couldn't feel nothing. And with my other baby, I didn't get the epidural. I got a spinal tap with my C-section. So I was able to feel stuff, feel my legs and stuff. I couldn't feel my legs for hours. Um, the saddest thing to me was when my family came. They were like, "We didn't come see you. We came to see Addison." And I already been in there 2 weeks lonely, sad. I'm already scared because I don't know what's going on with my baby. And now everybody want to go see my baby. I really didn't want anybody to see her because she was so small, and I hadn't really gotten to see her, so it wasn't fair that everybody else could go see her, and I couldn't go see her. This girl is the hardest to birth, the hardest. She's the hardest to birth. Um, after that, after I was able to walk, they was talking about starving me in the hospital, and that wasn't gonna go down. They had already starved me for 2 weeks. It wasn't gonna starve me anymore, and so I stepped up my game. I started eating crackers and cheese and crackers like late that night. Like, I'm not gonna drink no chicken broth every time you bring it to me. Although that was the best chicken broth I ever had because I couldn't eat anything after my breakfast. I hadn't had anything to eat, so I was starving. But as was born at 11:42 in the morning. About 11:42 at night, I was eating cheese and crackers, chicken broth, ice cream, whatever, water. I couldn't suck out the straw though. I had to make sure I chewed the food really, really good, and I had to make sure I drank the water out the little spout, not the straw. So after I was able to eat, they came and they cleaned me up really good, and I told them to please take those things off my legs. They're supposed to keep the circulation going. Those things itched and aggravated me so bad. I said, "Man, please take this off." So after they took the IV and all that stuff out, I was able to go walk. I went to see Addison. I started pumping. I wasn't getting anything, but guess what? I was getting colostrum and thought it was sweat. I was wiping it off. So yeah, I took every drop of cholesterol that I had. Every time I pump. So, but that's all I'm getting for now. That's all she needs. But that's my labor and delivery story. My doctor said it was a mystery. He didn't know where the water went. I don't know where the water went. I know that I was peeing a lot, but I was not dripping. They checked. There was no. I don't know if there was a a hole. I don't know. I just say Addison was supposed to be here then, because I don't understand. There you go, mommy. Oh, now you got hiccup. We don't do hiccup. But Addison is here. She weighs about, she should be about 5 pounds now. She was 4 pounds, 8.9 ounces when we left the hospital Thursday. And I guess because I see her every day, all day now, I really can't tell if she's gaining weight because she still looks the same to me. But I know she is not. There was one day where she was actually throwing up her food. And I think it's because we were trying to lay her down as soon as we fed her like we did at the hospital. Um, but she's perfect size for me. I can hold her with one hand. I can multitask. It's just trying to breastfeed her. It's like, it's really hard. But it's my labor and delivery story. Now I'll come back and tell you in another video my NICU story. 37 days in the NICU. So, I'm feeding Addison right now. She does not want the rest of her bottle. We're having a hard time getting her to eat all her milk now. I think I gave her more than 2 ounces. But, alrighty. See you.